Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So in today's tutorial, I would like to talk about on how to use Adobe Photoshop, and this will be the introduction video on how to use it. Okay, without further ado, first you have to install your Adobe Photoshop. I am using Adobe Photoshop CC 2018, and this is my existing project. Okay, for the first time, if you just install it, you might not see all of this. So here you can open a project, or you can open an image and create new if you want to create a new project, an empty project. So that just click create new. Then this is the existing template for you guys, photo, and then you have print. Okay, then art and illustration, you have for web view, and then you have for mobile, and lastly film and video. Okay, so in this video I will show you using the print template. Okay, and I choose A4 size. Here on this right side is the preset detail. You can change it to pixels or any other metrics that you prefer. Okay, let's just change this to pixel, and then the orientation. This is the portrait and this is the landscape. Okay, the resolution, if you want to print this, and then it should be 300, and if you don't want it to be printed, and then 70 is okay. Okay, the color mode, you can choose any color you like. For this purpose, we just use RGB color. And then the background, okay, we can choose white, black, or it depends on the background color. Okay, this is the background color. Let's say if you want this color, then click OK, and then you will have the custom color. Okay, and then this is the color profile. Right now we are using working RGB. Click create. So now you have an empty workspace. On your left side is the tools bar. Okay, you can click to expand and click to shrink it. Okay, so every tools comes with its own option here. This is the option. This is the move tool, and then if you click it, now this is the option for the tools. This is the mark selection tool, so this is the option for mark selection tool. Okay, and so on and so forth. This one, if you click this one, you will see this. If you click this one, you will see this. If you click this one, you see different thing. Okay, if text, you see text option. Okay, if the gradient, this is the option. Okay, and down here below you can set two types of color. Okay, if you want this, the foreground color to be this color, and then you can let it be like that. If you want it to be in a blue, this is the color. If green, this is the color. Okay, and this is the background color. Okay, see, this is the indicator background color. If you want it to be white, and then it should be there. Okay, and if you want it to be black, it should be here. And then on your right side, you will see layers panel, channels panel, the path panel, and also color and adjustment. And again, if you cannot see all of this, very easy, just click window here and then find it. Okay, if I want to see library, I click here. Now I have library doc here in this panel. Okay, I can remove this. Okay, close. So next, please remember we are going to deal a lot with layers. The idea is like this: every layers represent every object. So if you have 10 objects in this project, so each object should be in their own layers. Let's say for example, now we just leave this background here. Okay, we don't want to disturb it, so go down here, I create a new layer. Now a layer 1 is created, so we want an object here. Let's say for example we want to upload an image here. Click file and then place embedded. Now choose the image that you like. Okay, let's say for example I go here and then I choose this image or this image, and then I click place. Now the image is here. Okay, as you can see now the layer has changed its name. Previously it was layer 1, now it turns to animate CC, which is the name of this picture of this image. Okay, if you want to upload this image here, okay, place this image here, you can click this icon. If you don't want it or accidentally you chose the wrong image, and then you can just click this. Now the name of the layer turns back to the original name. Okay, file, then place embedded, then choose another image. Let's just say this Quran. Place here. Okay, so now the layer's name changed to Quran, and let's say I want it to be placed here. Click this. Okay, now as you can see this image has boxes around it because I enable this show transform control. So if I click and then the box will disappear. Okay, meaning now I need to do something if I want to enlarge it or shrink it. Okay, but if I enable this and then I have no problem, I can click and expand it the way I want it to be. Okay, let's just say we want to add a new layer. So a new layer will be created, then click file, place embedded. Then let us choose IIM logo, place. So this is the size, and then I want to expand and shrink. Okay, if I don't hold shift on my keyboard, I click. Now I can drag it the way like this. But if I press shift on my keyboard, now it will be shrink or expanded, okay, following its proportion. Okay, if I lift my finger from the shift button, now you can do something like this. But if I press shift, it will follow its proportion. It will not disturb the size of the image. Okay, then I move it here. Okay, let's say this is the top object of your project. You want it to be at the top. Okay, you don't want it to mix around with the object in below. So you can group these layers into a group. Okay, you can do it in 2 ways or 3 ways. First, click and drag everything, or you can click one by one. Let's say if you want to choose which layer you want to group it together. So I am using logo, press shift and Quran, so it will select every layers that start from here and ends at Quran. Let's say in the middle you have 5 layers, and then it will select everything there. But if you want to choose one by one, okay, let's say you select IIM logo first, and then press Ctrl or Command on Mac, and then you can choose which layer you want to group it together. Okay, it is the same. See, you will see these boxes around these two objects. So go down here, you will see an icon like a folder icon. Okay, this folder is create a new group. So when I click this, now it groups everything that you selected into one group. And if you double click this, you can give a name, which is header, something like that. So if you want to lock this image, you don't want to disturb it, you don't want to accidentally click and drag, okay, like this, you can just lock this layer by pressing this lock icon or click this lock icon. When I click this, it will lock everything inside this group. So if I click now, I cannot move it anymore. Okay, then if you want to create a new layer, it's easy. You just click this icon. Now a new layer will be created above it. Okay, it depends on which layer you are currently at. Okay, if you are in background layer, if you click this, now the layers will be here above it. Okay, let's just unlock this. I open this group. Now I am selecting this Quran layer. So if I click this, click new layer, now the new layer will be above this Quran layer. That's how it's work. Okay. If you want this image to be at the center of the page, okay, very easy. First, you have to select this move tool. Okay, sorry about what happened just now. Click this image, and then by press Ctrl or Command on your keyboard, click this background. Now you will see this option. Okay, so if you want to place it in the middle, okay, you can click this icon, and then you can click this icon. So now your image will be at the center of the page. It's also can be placed somewhere else. Let's say you want to put it on the right side, and then you can click this button. On the top, this button. On the left, this button. Bottom, this button. Okay, you can play around as long as you get it right, and then you are good to go. Okay, I think that's all for the basic part. Okay, we will try to go through for each tools in each episode, and I hope to see you again in the next tutorial. Assalamualaikum.